Thanks, Jason. Take care.
Peace out. All right, now we have another guest, Trader Nick. Sorry for the delay, my man. I see a camera behind you. Why don't we use that camera behind you? Why are we using this one?
We really should. I'm missing the little adapter between the two from my computer to that camera. Yep. I left it at home.
Yeah, and I am not using my. We have a good camera that can make me look blurry, like the whole thing, the background.
Do the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, I have a really good camera, but the reason I'm not using it is because I have two monitors in front of me. And it's like hard to put. They can put a camera in between and make it me look awesome, but then I don't like that the monitors have a little separation in the middle, and I don't want to keep moving them. So yeah. I'm just doing the shitty camera, and I'm hoping that my voice is what people like, not my face, because my face. I have a face made for radio, Nick. You have a face made for TV. Okay, that's the bottom line. Okay,
hey, I think you have both. You guys sound great, and you look great. From your studio, you guys have everything. I wish we had half the equipment you guys have.
Oh my god! If I take the camera around, there's so much equipment in here. We're doing very little with all this equipment. We should be doing a lot more. We before the end of the year last year, we spent like $30,000 on like random equipment, and I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, like I think we have like 5-6 cameras, but I don't see them set up anywhere. I don't know, man. But one day we'll get it all working, I guess.
You know, to me, that's a good problem to have. Having extra cameras and extra equipment, there's no problems there. Well, thank you very much for having me on the show, and big shout out to everybody in your audience so far. From what I've seen, I'm a big fan of your show already. I've been watching it the last few days, anyways. So this was a perfect fit.
Yeah. So did you get in touch with Aaron? Is that how?
I believe whoever runs the Benzinga Instagram page is who I was chatting with.
Got it. It must have been Aaron. So what do you do, man? You're Trader Nick on Twitter, Instagram. What's your story?
Yeah, so I'm on YouTube predominantly. I'm mostly a currency trader. I do a little bit of stocks as well.
What's your YouTube link?
It's just Trader Nick on YouTube. If you just search it up, it's just one word. It's kind of like Trader Joe's. But I focus mostly on currencies and a little bit of commodities, gold, oil, the S&P. That's kind of my specialty. So a little bit different from you guys, which you guys are big in the stocks and the options world. Admittedly, I don't know a ton about options, but
Nick, don't lie. You have equipment like galore. Okay, I just met your page. I'll share my screen so people can see it. Hold on. I'm at yeah, you have equipment, you have stuff. So where are you based out of?
We're in Atlanta. So we've got a little shared office space. We're, like I said, don't dote on us too much. From what I see in you guys' stuff, you got much better setup than us. So we're baby channel size compared to you guys.
Like I said, have you heard of Benzinga before he reached out to you?
I did. We've actually done a little bit of collaborations in the past. It's been a minute, but I think it was Aaron that I was working with in the past.
Yeah. I mean, Benzinga's core business is providing news and data to brokerages and like partners like Yahoo Finance to Ameritrade to Robinhood. Those are all customers of us. Mm-hmm. So we are a back-end vendor. If you wanted to like stereotype us, our biggest competitor would arguably be like a Reuters. We're about 120 people at our company, full-time, like to 120 people. And most of it's data and news. We break stories. Like tomorrow we have an event, Cannabis Capital Conference, and it's Friday too. It's like I think 10,000 people are registered for it. That's our core business. The video stuff that you've seen recently is just like more just trying to like bring out great people like yourself. Like you have a huge channel, no doubt. But is there a way that we can like get you like CNBC has their channel? Like, is there a way we can get you featured more? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's my idea.
Yeah, and I think from what I've seen with you guys' channel, I love the fact that you just bring so many different people together and different perspectives. Like the gentleman you had prior talking about NVIDIA, like I hadn't even thought about some of the stuff that he was pulling up, and that was fantastic. So definitely a big fan of what you guys do.
So you're go ahead. Sorry. I was gonna go to your currency thing, but in a second. And you said we. So do you have a company, or is it you? Like how? Yeah. What's your thing?
Yeah, we have what we do. We a very very niche little Forex sort of analysis, and we put media content out, and we do a little bit of work with brokerages as well. But that's kind of our primary thing is currency side of thing, talking about the euro, the Swiss franc, and what have you. So
with the current, now let's go to currency a little bit. So sure. I know you're a currency trader. Do you do anything with Bitcoin or USDC or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so I am long on Bitcoin right now, especially with all this craziness recently. It's been something to always keep on one screen. But yeah, I'm long on Bitcoin right now, and I'm also long on gold right now. My bias right now is mostly short, kind of safe haven currencies, things like the dollar, the yen, and the Swiss franc, and focusing more on some of those more risk on stuff. One thing I will add, with everything going relatively speaking to the stock market, is, you know, the last few days we've seen the stock market dip a little bit, but more of the risk off currencies have been going crazy. A lot of things like the Canadian dollar and you know, the pound and things like that have actually been skyrocketing, which is interesting because you usually see risk on currencies moving up or down with the market. They've been kind of diverging the last few days, which is just something interesting that I've been kind of paying attention to on our channel, our content.
So do you have any new trades that you put on recently?
Yeah, I took gold long this morning. I took gold against the dollar, which in the currency world, there's different. You can trade ETFs, of course, but for me, that's XAU USD is the currency pair, if you will. And then I have it in my stock portfolio as well, a little bit of long on GLD, just taking the ETF long. But I took gold long again. That's kind of same hedge against inflation sort of play there, but I took it long on the 4-hour chart, so sort of short term.
So do you have long? Do you do trades like you put on today and you'll keep it for a week, or are you mostly day, or how do you do it?
Mostly swing trader. So I'll hold something for 1 day to 30 days, and my style is sort of, you know, if I jump into something and it keeps running in my favor, I'll hold on to it and let it do its thing. And if it goes against me, I'll just cut it pretty quick.
Got it. Got it. And so that's and how long have you been doing it that way?
I've been trading for about 4 or 5 years now, and, you know, trend following and going with kind of momentum has been my major play for the last, you know, 2 or 3 years at least.
Got it. Now, do you think, like, what, I know you're a currency, that's your specialty. Why not get into equities too then?
Well, I am. I actually started in stocks, and I still to this day, you know, I'll hold stocks that I like, and occasionally take a trade on stocks. I just find currencies, for me, I just really like the macroeconomics and studying sort of the fundamentals there. But of course, I've got stock plays on as well. I always brag about my $99 average on Tesla, which I've just held for a long time. I bought it back in March, and that one has just been incredibly fortunate. I had no idea it would rally so hard, but I caught a lot of tech stocks back in March and April, and I've been in and out. I think, you know, the craziest one, I saw it on, I think it was Luke's Twitter. He was talking about Disney a little bit, which I thought was really interesting, because Disney is one that I've kind of held as more of like a stable stock to keep in my portfolio. And funny enough, it's just done like really incredible, which I find very interesting.
I bought it at like 125 Disney, and I'm keeping it because Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But hey, you didn't even brag at all, man. Come on, look at this. look at this. Someone, Mitch, we did an article on you. And the title, Dylan Wittenberg, who is an intern here, who's now accepted to Michigan Law School. So proud of that guy. I encourage him. Yeah, he's trying. I encourage him to do that. How this 23-year-old millionaire entrepreneur is helping others succeed in the markets. And it's a story about Nick Syiek. How do you pronounce your last name?
Syiek. You got it pretty close. Yeah.
Syiek. Well, I'm not pronouncing things right today, so I'm just I'm like afraid, you know.
Well, you can count that one as a win. That's like 90% better than usual.
Good. Okay. Whoever, I don't know if that guy saw it. Give me a credit. You know, no one's going to give you credit for things you do right, but they're going to give you credit for things you do wrong. Which I understand it. I understand it. People, I get it. I'm probably that same thing too. So, did that article get some play amongst your friends?
It did. Well, yeah, a lot of people found out about it. I kind of we did like a little bit of an exchange where I shouted out you guys as Benzinga Pro, and people had such a good reaction to that, and then they wrote about me. It was a cool little collaboration.
We should do some stuff again like that. I mean, you're a good guy. You're genuine. I can just tell in 2 seconds, and you know your stuff. And in currencies, be honest, we're shitty at. So like we are shitty at, like, having someone with your intelligence on currencies would be amazing.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to talk more about that for sure. Currencies, I don't know. It makes no sense, I guess, where I went from equities. Everybody in America is big on equities, and I'm like the one American that I know that's like seriously interested in Forex and currencies. But I don't know. I just have been really interested in looking at, what's going on with the UK and Europe and Asia, and it's just fascinating to me.
All right. No, I got it. All right, Spencer, I think so Nick, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. I would like to do something every couple of weeks where you can talk currencies as long as it's good for you and
Absolutely.
everything, and people like it. But appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you giving your viewpoints. And don't be a stranger for sure. They want
Awesome,
Nick.
Jason.
They want Nick. Someone just wrote in, Hans Diglerson or something wrote, have Nick host a Forex show.
Maybe we'll have to make it happen. Well, Jason, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Peace out. Bye-bye.